Hey guys, Angela here with Conrad and Angela Impact Adventures, teaching you to thrive in the outdoors. We are not outdoors today because many of you know that I own Healthy Body Bakery. That's what I do. I teach people to thrive nutritionally. And maybe that's why the organic spelt bread video did so well. So we're going to add to that today. We're going to make buckwheat pineapple or pineapple buckwheat muffins. Buckwheat, because of the bakery, I carry buckwheat groats. Go find buckwheat flour. It's already ground. There's really no benefit that much in grinding your groats. It's actually more work than it's worth. So go get yourself some buckwheat flour. This is baking powder. This recipe originally, this is a Healthy Body Bakery original I developed 15 years ago. And you can substitute your pineapple for pumpkin, zucchini, carrot, banana, blueberry, strawberry, pick it. Pineapple's all I had today in the house. I've got a girlfriend coming over tonight with her husband. Conrad's in DC, and I'm going to make her some blood type A buckwheat pineapple muffins because both are beneficial for her blood type. And she's the only blood type A person. The four of us hang together quite a bit. And her husband, Daryl, Conrad, and I are all blood type O. So she ends up eating a lot of blood type O food. So this is a blessing to her. Because I will show you on the stove, I've got some beef, black bean, chili cooking for the night. Back to this recipe. Buckwheat, get yourself some buckwheat flour. Easy for me to say. I prefer baking soda for this recipe. I don't have it in the house. Believe it or not, I've got 100 pounds of it at the bakery. But I have a special corn-free baking powder in the event that you don't have baking soda. By typical rule of thumb, we'll see if these turn out, you can use double the baking powder. Okay? So if a recipe calls for baking soda and you don't have it, use double the baking powder and that should do the trick. It always has for me. I've got olive oil. Got some simple ingredients. These are duck eggs from my friend. You don't need duck eggs. Regular chicken eggs are great. And I've got myself my Demerara natural sweetener. So your ingredients are buckwheat flour, baking soda. I'm going to tell you the recipe the way I developed it 15 years ago. Olive oil, eggs, and natural sweetener. 5-ingredient recipe. We're going to add our fruit today. We're going to add pineapple. I've got to take these groats and grind them. Okay, so I'm going to grind these groats. Get your pad and pen out, and I'm going to give you the recipe as we go. So a couple things. I do suggest getting buckwheat flour already ground, unless you have like a Vitamix. If you can see it, the grain's a little bit, flour is a little bit grainy still. That's what it looks like. This will make a little grainier muffin, which is not bad, But also, the other thing is, look at this. If you've watched my prepper videos, and I love making big old pots of beans with dehydrated beans because they cook in minutes compared to days. So, this whole thing of beef, black bean chili can be ready in 30 minutes. All right, back to the pineapple buckwheat muffins. Here we go. You're going to do 3 cups of buckwheat. Let's pretend this is baking soda. You're going to do 2 teaspoons of baking soda. I will do 4 teaspoons because it's baking powder today. You're going to do 1 cup of healthy oil. I like 100% pure olive oil. Deal with olive oil is you need to cook it, bake it at 350 or below. So if you have a recipe and you want to do healthy oil, check out your smoke points on your healthy oils. So 1 cup olive oil. You're going to do 4 eggs because I have organic duck eggs today and they're quite a bit bigger. I will use 3 duck eggs, but 4 chicken eggs. And then I'm going to use 1.5 cups of this beautiful Demerara. Look how pretty that is. Oh yeah. Here's my 3 cups of buckwheat, my 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Again, make the notation. It's only 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And soda does work better. After all this work, I'm hoping that these turn out. I've got 1 adjustment I made. Because pineapples are not very sweet, I went with 2 cups of sugar instead of 1.5 cups. So I've got 2 cups of natural sugar. I've got my 1 cup of olive oil and 3 eggs instead of 4 because they are duck eggs. So 4 eggs. And let's get this in there. You always want to put your liquid ingredients in first because it keeps the grains from sticking. You don't have to scrape it as much. Let me crack these eggs. Be right back. Got my eggs in olive oil. Remember, those are duck eggs, so make sure you put 4 chicken eggs. I've got my pineapple. I have saved my pineapple juice. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I told you that this recipe can be made with applesauce or blueberries, strawberries, pumpkin, shredded carrots, zucchini. Well, when you shred up those different kinds of fruits and vegetables, they all have a different liquid content and sweetness taste. So I will adjust accordingly. My grain, we're going to call it baking soda so y'all don't get mixed up, and sugar in here. This is a 5 ingredient recipe that is a fail-safe. It's amazing. It's a fruit bread muffin, or you can turn it into a cake recipe. I put my fruit in last. So you got your pen going. For your fruit, you want 1 cup, or your vegetable, 1 cup per loaf. This is a double recipe, so it would be 2 cups. You can use up to 1.5 cups. So this is looking really thick to me. When you cook with ancient grains, they do act different. And plus, we ground these ourselves, so they're going to be grainier than usual. So, which can be good. We're going to go ahead and add the pineapple. Wipe my fingers off on a towel. Oh, hey, let's lift this up. There we go. I like putting the fruit in last because I want it to be chunky. And if I put it in too soon, it almost purees it to the point to where, oh yeah, you know what? That's probably going to be totally perfecto. Not only will I not be using the juices, I'm going to leave what's there in there. Just tuned in, just came in the living room with your wife watching a video, and I know, husbands, you're dying to know, what are we watching? We're making pineapple buckwheat muffins. Woo-hoo! Okay, I just took a second and scraped down the sides because it was so thick it was stuck. This is a beautiful consistency. I am not going to add any more of my pineapple or my juice. I might just drink it. I'll see you in a minute. This is beautiful consistency. It can even be thicker. You don't want it any thinner because then they will not rise. I'm hoping that these rise as they are. They might be kind of flat, which I can deal with, but when they're sink in because there's just too much liquid to dry out of them, they might taste good, but they don't look good. I like to use a regular ice cream scooper. Here we go. Because they're so moist, especially fruit, and we're using the olive oil, when you do the toothpick and you pull out the toothpick when you're using ancient grains and olive oil, you're going to guess, compared to Sarah Lee and Betty Crocker stuff, I was going to say a different word, that you're going to guess that they're not done. Because of my extra batter I have, I'm going to make a small Bundt cake. You have to grease your Bundt cake. I like to use 100% extra virgin olive oil to spray all my baked pans. You can get it on Amazon. I think you can also get 100% pure avocado oil, works as well. I guess I should taste the batter. Let's see if this tastes good. That's the right sweetness. Because the Demerara natural raw sweetener, it makes like crystal chunks in it, which I love. If you don't like the crystal chunks, you can go ahead and get like organic evaporated sugar cane. You can use honey, pure maple syrup. It's great. You do need to be cautious because it can make it too wet and they won't rise. So, going in the oven as well. This will probably take 40 minutes-ish. Here's our pineapple buckwheat muffins. They are not looking too bad. I wish I would have had a Vitamix or regular buckwheat flour. They wouldn't quite be so, but they're probably going to be amazing. They feel good. They shouldn't fall. They're really moist, I can tell. We'll cool off here a little bit. We'll break one open and take a look at the inside. Alrighty, our bundt cake is done as well. And how I can tell this is done, see how it's starting to pull from the sides there just a little bit? And when I go to touch it, it's moist, but it's not wanting to sink. It's kind of holding firm. So that's how I'm going to guess that it's done. Let's see what we got here. I have my keyboard. Work one-handed here. You can tell the pineapple gives it that. And because of all the liquid, it doesn't rise. But it's probably going to be amazing. Let's check it out. Okay, you ready? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because of the buckwheat groats, sorry, talking my mouth full, that we ground, it's definitely got a little airier consistency to it. If you would use a more finely ground flour, it would be a little bit more dense, but it's good. All right, there you go. Healthy Body Bakery original. Big old chunk of pineapple in there. This is buckwheat. You can take that recipe and use any kind of ancient grain in place. And if you stick with your olive oil, your Demerara sweetener, and your eggs, you can switch out your grain. Millet's awesome. Amaranth's okay. I really like the flavor of millet and spelt. Those are probably my two favorite. I'm doing buckwheat for my friend Teresa, who's blood type A. That's what I got for you for now. God bless, and we will catch you soon.
Hi, I'm Kate and Austin. I'm their neighbor, and I've always wanted a YouTube channel, and she's also my best friend.
He is a sweetie, this young kid. He's got a big heart.
Oh, and also, buy this game.
Oh, what do you got?
Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. Back up a little bit so they can see. There you go. So it focuses.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Super Smash Bros.
Found
Ultimate.
it under the car seat.
Well, there you go.
Not losing this. I have, I think, hundreds of dollars on this.
We'll get him in a cool video while we're camping and stuff later. But bye, Kane. Thanks, sweetheart.